Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna solve LeetCode 217 contains duplicate, and just pretty much we're gonna go through an array, and if there's a duplicate in the array, we return true. If not, we return false. It's really that simple. Feel free to pause the video just to read through this to kind of understand what it's talking about. But yeah, I just explained it. But without further ado, let's get started. As always, our favorite language is Python 3, and it's on LeetCode. This is a straightforward problem, and to be honest, I think it's actually very easy. When I see problems like this where you have to find out the amount of times or the number of times some element in the list occurs on that list, I just think straight to hash maps or dictionary in Python. So I'm going to create a empty dictionary, and I'm going to call it num count, just to keep track of how many times each of these elements in the list occur. Okay, and then next is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna say I'm gonna loop through this list for num in nums. Okay, for num in nums, what do I want to do? Okay, if num in num count. Okay, if this num we're going through, okay, going through the list, right? If we find an element in this dictionary, we just return true. It means he's not unique. If we find, however, if we don't find, we just go ahead and add him to the dictionary. So if we don't find, we're just gonna say num count. You can use an if-else statement, to be honest. It's probably better if we use an if-else. That way it's not always executing the else part. So else, okay, num count of num. Again, if this kind of, if you're having troubles understanding this, just hang in there. We're gonna step through the code and visualize what's actually going on. Okay, then if you completely go through the for loop, you go through every element in the list, and we don't return true, we just go ahead and return false. This is pretty straightforward. So I think this is correct. Let's go ahead and check it and see if we have a error. Bam, we got it right. That's right, we got it right. We're faster than 90% of people. That's pretty good. That's an A. And let's remember that it's not an A, probably because we're using multiple variable names. That's why we're taking space. But yeah, so as always, we like to take our code one step further by actually visualizing it and seeing what's going on. Again, this is the same function we just created in LeetCode and passed. However, I created a driver code just to call the function so we can visualize what's going on. Okay, in this case we have 1 2 3 4. Obviously we expect this to return false, okay, because there's no duplicates in here. Okay, so let's step through it. Okay, so we've declared our function in a global frame, declared nums, actually defined num aside the variable to nums, right? And we called our function a function call. So we have the two variables in different scopes, nums in the global scope, which is the nums we define right here, and nums in the local scope of the function, which is this nums right here. We're using the same variable name for it, but it's two different variables but pointing to the same address in memory. Okay, so we create our empty dictionary next. Okay, keep in mind the green line is the line that just executed, the red line is the line that's going to execute next. Okay, so right now we just created our empty dictionary in memory. Okay, now we're going to go through each of the elements in nums. Okay, so first num is going to be 1. Okay, so when num is 1, if 1 is in the dictionary, return true. Obviously the dictionary is empty, right? Nothing is in him, so we're going to skip right through this and go to the else statement. Bam, we skip. Okay, so now we add him to the dictionary. So we added 1 to the dictionary, and we're going to add him the number of times we're going to add him since he occurred once. Okay, then we're going to go to the next one. Okay, we're going to ask the same question. So now num is 2. Is 2 in our dictionary? Obviously he's not, so we're going to go down here. Bam, we're going to do it again with 3. Num is 3 now. Is 3 in our dictionary? Nope. We're gonna go back here and add it, so there's gonna be 3 and 1 right here. Then we're gonna do it with 4. It's 4 in our dictionary. No. Bam, bam. So we're gonna return false, right? Because there's no. Let's go return false because there's no duplicate. Let's go ahead and edit the code so we can cause a duplicate to happen. I'm just gonna say 1. I'm just gonna shorten the size so we don't have to go through the whole thing. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. So yeah, we call our function. So now we're going through our for loop. So num is gonna be 1 in the first case. Okay, is num in our dictionary? No, dictionary is still empty. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add him with a key of 1 and a value of how many times he occurred, which is 1. Bam. Next we're going to check for 2. Is 2 in our dictionary? No. So we're going to go to the else statement and add him. Bam, we added him. So next num is going to be 1 again, because 1 right here, num is 1. Is 1 in our dictionary? Yep, it is. So it's going to go in this loop. It's going to go in this if statement, if block, and return true. Bam, return true. That's it for the video, guys. I hope this was really helpful. Feel free to tune in daily. We post problems like this daily. Thank you.